Growing Up on a Farm in Kentucky. Stories by Stan Schmidt. Episode 34. Riverboat.
And then after that, I thought that barge is just too heavy to tote around in the stream. And our neighbor had an old boat that they threw out, and the whole back of it was rotted out. And I asked them if they want that, and they said, no, you can have it. And I built a whole back end for it and sealed it up. And it was an actual boat, a kind of a rowboat. But it was made out of wood, so we could fix it pretty easy. And from then on, we took that boat down the stream and we would camp out. And those were the greatest days. I still remember, though, the only time I had a brother that went to the seminary in high school. And one summer, he would come home for the summers, and he went with us. It was the only time I really had an argument with that brother. I really argued. He didn't want to go on, and I wanted to keep exploring the stream. So we had a bit of an argument about that. I still remember that. I like it. He was going to be a priest, and he argues like that. And
well, he went on to be a lawyer, right?
Yeah, he came out of the seminary in college and spent his last two college where I was in college. That's where he met his wife and ended up getting, right after college, got drafted into the Vietnam War. That's another story for another day.
But the argument suddenly makes sense when you learned he becomes a lawyer.
He became a lawyer, yeah, but he didn't argue in courts. He was a commercial lawyer, buying and selling big Airbuses.
So what ended up happening? Did you explore more?
I don't know how many trips we took down that stream in different parts of the stream. And one time we were camping out behind somebody's farm, and they discovered us and they wanted us out of there. But the most interesting thing is that we saw a purple cow. So we came home and said, Mom, guess what we saw? A purple cow. Somehow this cow's back coloring looked purple in the setting sun. It looked actual purple. We thought we saw a purple cow. That was pretty cool.
And then what happened to your final boat?
Well, we took several trips with that. Next thing you know, I was in college, and I really don't. I guess my dad just got rid of it. I don't know what happened to it. Kind of disappeared out of my memory. But I still remember all the trips we took. I guess it was my first try at leadership because my older brother was always a leader. And here I had some younger kids I could lead around, and it seemed really great.
And then you still have a boat to this day, right?
That's one reason I've always had an interest in a pleasure boat. And when my kids got big enough, I was able to buy a motorboat and actually go out on lakes and things like that with it, like with the kids, and they would wakeboard and tube and have a great time. And these things kind of start with your interest trying to gets going when you're at an early age, and you just want to continue in that vein. And it was a lot of fun with our kids too.